So we had incentives. The more they installed, the more they got paid. And
Oh
that's
my
one of
gosh,
our-
it was so funny. They showed up, so one of Mia's jobs, they like showed up to install just like at random. And she was like, yeah, my customer called me, they're here to install. But it's like, we still need to get the roof done. And they're like, oh, shoot, the roof guys are too slow. We're already here. We're ready to go. You could tell, like, they were like, we just want to get this thing installed.
Yes. And we kept the same strategy.
I love it.
Yeah, that we kept it. Like, our mentality was, we come from the alarm industry. Like,
put a hole in the wall. Put a hole in the wall.
Yep, we start panicking when our technician's not at the house within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We start calling the technician, say, hey, man, how long till you're here?
I've been having these questions. It's fun to get you on a podcast and ask these questions. How do you juggle personal sales, recruiting, and like running a company? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So at the beginning, obviously, in 2020, I was wearing multiple hats at the time. Obviously, daytime had the manager office, running the team, and then evening was helping out with the permitting department, the installation team. So what we ended up doing is me and John had basically started delegating a lot of our workshop to hiring more people to basically help us out with like the installation side. We had an ops guy, permitting, utility. So we started maximizing our time at the right spot, what needed us the most.
Yeah.
So obviously mornings we were there just to pump up the installations because we treated our installers like our sales teams. We kind of motivate them to install more. So we had incentives. The more they installed, the more they got paid. And
Oh
that's
my
one of
gosh, it was so funny. They showed up, so one of Mia's jobs, they like showed up to install just like at random. And she was like, yeah, my customer called me, they're here to install. But it's like, we still need to get the roof done. And they're like, oh, shoot, the roof guys are too slow. We're already here. We're ready to go. You could tell, like, they were like, we just want to get this thing installed.
Yes. And we kept the same strategy.
I love it.
Yeah, that we kept it. Like, our mentality was, we come from the alarm industry. Like,
put a hole in the wall. Put a hole in the wall.
Yep, we start panicking when our technician's not at the house within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We start calling the technician, say, hey, man, how long till you're here? Obviously, we want to make sure the technician shows up, punch the hole in the roof, then ask questions whether they want sensors later.
Yeah.
It's the same mentality we want to bring our installers to get out there ASAP, because we noticed that that was one of the missing link with solar here in Texas is that time frame waiting. A lot of customers, people will sell 100 accounts as a team, but only 40 to 50% of them will be going to install within 2 or 3 months later.
Yeah.
So we don't want to make sure we want to figure what we didn't want to make sure that happened, what's happening to us.
Yeah.
So we figured out, hey, let's focus on our fast installs, keep everything in house, stock our inventory in our warehouses. $4 to $5 million worth of equipment at all time every week. So every time as soon as we got a permit in our hand, we glass
Go pick up panels and throw them on.
But yeah, it was all delegating time, and even 2020, that was the year. Obviously, I was going out hard on the doors. We were managing the office, and every day after 5 o'clock, what actually helped me succeed, and everyone's like, dude, how in the heck did you get motivated to continue selling every day? Is I held myself accountable with every day. I had a couple of reps want to knock with me, and it's like, hey, just be outside my door every day. Be outside my door at 5 o'clock today. We'll go knocking with you and your buddy. So my accountability was knocking with someone else every day.
Yeah, because you need to show off. You don't want to look bad.
Yep.
They're going to make you get out there. You're not going to be like, no, let's just hang out here and chat. It's like, no, I came here to get trained, not sit in your couch. It's a huge hack. And a lot of people, that's one of the reasons I tell them to recruit, is it's just to recruit themselves to the doors. Even if that guy sucks, it's like, at least you got to get out there. And the money you made because you went out is much greater than even the override you might make on the guy that you're taking out there.
And no, that's one of the things I tell even all my managers right now is the best way is to lead from the front, taking 1 or 2 guys with you every day on the doors. So that way, as you're closing, you're teaching the new person how to close like you.
Yeah. So let's talk about the sell itself. Like when you pitch, we can get into cross-selling, because I think a lot of people are trying that. They're like, I do pest and solar, I do alarms and roofs and solar, right? And they're trying to couple products and things like that. So we'll get into that. But the other one is just like, when you can condense it down to 30 minutes, and this is the thing I learned from Adam Shantz. It's like he did 1,000 alarms in a year. Probably Oscar and Adam are probably the two best ever. And his set was 10, 15 minutes. And you're just like, how do you talk about something that quick, be that efficient? Like, how did you slow that or speed that sales process up?
Honestly, it's keeping it simple. Like my, even with the alarms back when I was training our guys how to sell, like, is the less information you give out that you think you don't, the less important information you give out, the better, because that way you're obviously going straight to what the customer cares about. What's the monthly rate? What's the contract term? And what am I getting with all this cost? Mm-hmm. So when you're able to get everything all in one presentation at the beginning of the door, you're basically able to, at that point, just assume the sale and continue on what they want.
So you get it. You because a lot of people, they think hold price until the very, very end, and then it's like, all right, now let's talk about price. Now you get into another boxing match in the sales conversation. Correct. Where some people, are you one to be like, hey, there's monthly monitoring, it's this and this and this, as long as the numbers make sense, there's value, we're going to do this.
Correct.
Or, yeah, kind of like
so
walk us through that.
Especially the market we're at, a lot of our competition, we're charging $120 a month or $130 a month. So for us, we weren't charged, our max we can charge was $64.99. So right away we knew our price was half the cost of our competition. So when we pitched our guys like, hey, this is what this package comes with for this price, or you can add 2 more cameras for $3 more a month. It's up to you what's more important to you, the more cameras or less cameras with the rate. So we basically was a yes question to what they wanted to hear.
Okay.
So we made it straight to the point, and then going into solar, once I went in the house, pitched them security, closed them with security, went, hey, by the way, since you're one of our elite customers for alarms, you also qualify for a year for your home security. That's one of our, I basically attach the solar to the security.
So you qualify for a year free of security because that's $600, mm-hmm. and you can wrap that into the solar loan, or you could eat it in a commission, whatever. And they're like, oh, you're free. And then would you sell them right then and there and build a proposal, or would you set up another appointment?
Nope, then and there. Because that way, while my technician, I was in the alarm where the technician's on his route within 20, 30 minutes. So my technician's showing up already in the house, I'm already pitching them solar.
Okay.
So I'm showing the transition, what their bill is right now, what the bill's going to be, going solar, and building that emotion why everyone's doing it, and telling them why it's important to do it now with the bundle deal than doing it later.
Because you saved the $600.
Exactly.
It's so brilliant. So you would start an alarm. So today, if you're not selling an alarm, what would you pitch selling solar? Like, do you have like a pitch, obviously just more of a solar pitch? It's
more of a solar pitch, basically just create urgency, hey, the best part, because one of the things we have a good relationship with Goodly, where we're allowed to give a customer $1,000 without affecting the rep's commission. Mm-hmm. So what I like to do when we were at the door pitching to customers, like, hey, by the way, we got this Black Friday special, where as long as you sign up before this Sunday, our company's going to pay for your entire bill till July of next year. So when their payments are $150 a month and the $1,000 we're giving them, exactly. But when you break it up in small pieces for longer months, it sounds more appealing to the customer.
Okay, so you're going to get a free year of power.
Yeah.
And so you're selling them on that short term, I want to save money now.
Yep.
Instead of like, oh, over 25 years, you're going to save $30,000, because sometimes it's hard to conceptualize that for a homeowner, and they're like...
Correct. Some homeowners, we like to pitch them both. Like, this is what your bill will be in 5 years, or this is what your bill will be in 10 years. But they understand it, but what's still, just like the alarms, like when you have a technician, like, hey, my tech's in the area already, if I can have my technician here in the next 10 minutes to get your system started, I'll waive your activation fee.
Yeah.
That's the exact same mentality. Where we trained our reps the same way, where, hey, since our installers already doing the other neighbors, we'll set it up where y'all refer to each other. So we'll get it up where you guys get no payment until July of next year.
Oh, because you're already on this referral game.
Exactly.
Love that.